गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदना जय व्रज जन रंजना जय यामुना तीरावनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी परिव्रजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्रीमद अभय शरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्रीमद भगवद गीतोपनिषद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bhutair Mahatbhir Yaima Puro Vibhut Nirmaya Shete Yadamushu Purusha Bhumte Gunan Shodashatmaka Solang Krisishta Bhagavan Vachamsi Me. Shri Krishna Sharanam Sharanagatam Katha Amritam Satatapibatam Bhakti Vedanta Marga Panthanam Sarvaloka Rishideva Janna Prasannam Sarvaloka Rishideva Janna Prasannam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear Prabhu Samaji's. So, actually when we advertised, then the topic we had put it as the scanning the lifespan, scanning the time span of our lifespan. Very apt topic. But then I realized that Krishna Janmashtami is just approaching. So it'd be nice to talk about Krishna. But then we have to be true to the advertisement as well. So I thought, okay, we can talk about Krishna and include the subject matter, scanning the time span of lifespan in the subject matter. So let's see how successful Krishna inspires us to be. So in Bhagavad Gita, one thing is very, very clear, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If one actually scrutinizingly studies Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, word to word, when I remember when I started reading it, when I was 14 years of age, in every page, Srila Prabhupada mentions this point almost, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So at one point in time, question came in my mind, is this authentic? Is this true translation of the Sanskrit? And so I started scrutinizingly reading the word to word. And in due course of time, also, I started reading under the guidance of a Sanskrit scholar. And the conclusion was that I reached was, no, this is very authentic. And the proof, as they say, is in the pudding. Whoever has read or studied Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, they have become devotees. And this is not only pertaining to the people of Indian background. We're talking about Chinese, the Russians, the Europeans, Americans, Australians. And this is the only movement originating out of India, we can say, which is truly non-sectarian and attracting all persons of all ethnic and geographical backgrounds. Why? Because there is truth to this. And Krishna in Bhagavad Gita confirms that Natah parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. O Dhananjaya, Arjuna, winner of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Sarvam idam mai prokta sutre manigana iva. That how the pearls are strung on the on the string, so simply everything rests on me. So this point is very, very clear in Bhagavad Gita. And then Arjuna, when he hears Krishna speak, he reaches the same conclusion. Please repeat. Arjuna vacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum. So in text 10.12, Arjuna says this. And in this one verse, 10 qualities or 10 facts about Krishna are mentioned. What are these 10? Param Brahma. Krishna is the supreme truth. Param Dhama. Krishna's abode is the supreme source of sustenance. Pavitram. Krishna is the most pure, and therefore he can purify anything and everything. Paramam Bhavan. And he is the supreme. Purusham. And Krishna is a person. This point Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing again and again. Krishna is not impersonal. Krishna has sentiments. Krishna has feelings. When Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, offered his homage on the appearance day of his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that's the second picture from the left on the bottom. Then, one of the stanzas, he said, Absolute is sentient, thou have proved. Impersonalism, calamity, thou have moved. What does it mean? Absolute means supreme absolute truth. Is sentient. Sentient means he has feelings. He wants some things. And what is that he wants from us? Because we are his, he wants love from us. And this is what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Give your mind to me. Mad bhakto. Become my devotee. Mad means mine. Bhakta means devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. Mam, namaskuru, pay your obeisances to me, homage to me. So Krishna wants that also. Why? Because he is Purusham, he is a person. And Shashvatam. Shashvatam means he is not of this world, he is of the spiritual world. He is transcendental. Shashvatam, Divyam, he is transcendental. Divya. Adi Devam. And he is Adi Purusha, the first original personality of Godhead. Every morning when we have Darshan Shringar Arati, we sing Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Come on Saturday or Sundays in the morning at 7:15 we have Guru Puja and Darshanarti. At that time this song is played. It's so nice. So Ajam Vibhum. I'm unborn, Ajam and Vibhum. Vibhum Prabhupada very nicely translates as greatest. Is the greatest. We are Anu. Anu means small. But Krishna is Vibhum. So, Krishna wants us to go to him. And when we see in Vrindavan, one day Krishna arranges a picnic in the forest when he is barely 5 years of age. He is Kaumarya, it is said. So, there is a pastime in Vrindavan that happens that Krishna kills this demon called Aghasura. Aghasura is great 7 demons sent by Kamsa. So when Krishna kills this demon, how he takes the form of a big python and opens its mouth up. And all the kids think that it's a cave. Krishna's friends, 4 or 5 year olds, they think it's a cave. So they walk into it. But they are doubtful at the same time. But they conclude that no, Krishna is there. So Krishna will save us. So in this way, if we have this faith as well, no, Krishna will save us at every step of our life, then we are protected. Because Krishna protects. So at any point in time, I remember when I was leaving, my native country and coming here, I was only 14 years of age. One instruction my mother gave, always keep Bhagavad Gita with you. And the second instruction, that whenever, you are faced with troubles or you don't know what path to choose, then she said, pray to Krishna. Oh Krishna, like you guided Arjuna and you never let him get lost, similarly guide me as well. So these 2 instructions saved my life, I can say. Otherwise, coming in this country alone as a 14-year-old was very, very difficult. Nowadays, it's all right. Like so many Indians around, so that culture is there. But I came in 1987, when there was hardly any Indians you could see. You ask for vegetarian food, they will say, what is that? Only thing they knew is boiled potatoes and lettuce and tomato you'd get. But nonetheless, there are other challenges now. So, yes, Krishna protects. So, Aghasur was waiting for Krishna to come into the mount. And Krishna, to save the children, walked in. And when Krishna walked in, then Aghasur thought, now I've got him, now I can kill him. But Krishna, on the throat of Aghasur, expanded himself, and Aghasur could no longer breathe. All the children had already moved to his belly, and they had died. But Aghasur could not breathe anymore. So his life air came out of his head, and then his soul was hanging up in the sky for a while. And then Krishna gave a glance in Aghasur's belly to all the cowhead boys and the calves that had passed away. And they Krishna brought back to life. So this is one of the qualities of Krishna. Sanjeevani, Akila Shakti Dharha Saudhamna. Sanjeevani means Krishna can give life-giving nectar. Only from that Krishna can bring us to life. Sanjeevani, that is called. So, all the boys along with Krishna came out, then Aghasur's soul then merged into Krishna. So even though he killed Aghasura, he gave the residence, his Golok Vrindavan, his supreme abode residence to Aghasura. And the Acharyas mention that Aghasur opened his mouth and invited Krishna. And Krishna opened the doors of his abode, Golok Vrindavan, and invited Aghasura. Even though Aghasura's intention was completely to devour Krishna, but Krishna took the best intentions of Aghasur, that at least Aghasur invited. So similarly, in this Janmashtami, we should invite Krishna into our lives. Because when Krishna comes into our lives, our life becomes beautiful. Because Krishna is the most beautiful personality. And simple way of doing is that how like the cowhead boys did, just chanting his glories at every step of our lives. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that evening, when all the boys and the calves, they went home, the boys said to their parents that today Krishna killed Aghasura. And Shukdev Goswami mentions that when Krishna killed Aghasura, Krishna was 5 years of age, Kaumarya. But when the boys told their parents that today Krishna has killed Aghasura, Krishna was 6 years of age. So Parikshit Maharaj, being an attentive listener, he said, oh, there is discrepancy of 1 year. Where did 1 year disappear? When Krishna killed Aghasur, Krishna was 5. But when the boys told their parents that today Krishna has killed Aghasur, how old was Krishna? 6. Where has 1 year gone? So in relation to that, Shukdev Goswami is telling Parikshit Maharaj the pastime. So when Krishna killed Aghasur, all the demigods, they showered flowers, and big Jai Ghosh was happening. Glorification of Krishna, that's called Jai Ghosh, Prema Dhvani. Like here we say, Shri Shri Radhagiri Govardhan Dhari Ki Jai. So that Dhvani, vibration reached till the planet of Brahmaloka. Mataji, can we tell the children to lower the volume a bit? So the Dhvani reached Brahmaloka, and Brahmaloka inquired, what is all this noise about? What's the big deal about? Then they say, oh, you don't know, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, has incarnated and he is performing various pastimes. He just now killed this demon Aghasura. And so Brahmaji became inquisitive. Let me go and see for myself. So by the time Brahmaji came, Krishna started his picnic along with his childhood friends. And there was one of Krishna's friends, his name was Madhumangala. He was a poor Brahmana. So he brought some buttermilk which was very old and sour. So he thought, no, I can't give this to Krishna. Krishna is the son of the king of Viraja. He is used to eating palatable food. But this sour buttermilk does not befit an offering to Krishna. So similarly, when we give something to Krishna, we should give the best. To the best of all personalities. He is known as Purushottama. He is the supreme being, the best of all personalities. So he deserves the best from us. And the best offering we can give him is our pure heart. He wants the offering of our hearts and our purified mind. So he was hiding, and Krishna realized that everyone is sharing their food stuff, but he is not. So Krishna asked, Madhumangal, what have you got? And immediately Madhumangal started drinking the sour buttermilk. And he was starting to gulp it, and Krishna ran towards him. Krishna was shouting, save some from me, save some for me. But he had already taken it all in his mouth. But he could not swallow it all quickly. So his mouth was like this. Some was in there. So Krishna said to him, open your mouth. And he said, and Krishna took his 2 fists and punched. And the buttermilk came out. And Krishna held his mouth and started drinking the buttermilk. And at that time, Brahmaji came and he saw, what is this? He can't be God. God doesn't behave like this. But what we just mentioned, absolute is sentient. God has feelings. He knows that Madhu Mangal wants to give, but he is shy. He does not want to give this offering because he does not think is the best. But Krishna is looking at Madhu Mangal's heart and is accepting his offering. So in that way, Brahmaji saw, he thought, okay, I'll test him. So while children were having picnics, the calves were grazing. So Brahmaji, he stole the calves. And then when the children noticed that the calves are no longer there, they said to Krishna, Krishna, the calves have gone. Krishna said, don't worry, you enjoy your lunch, I'll go and look for the calves. This is another quality of Krishna. Krishna wants his devotees to enjoy. We don't know how to enjoy. We are carrying the burden of illusory happiness. Prahlad Maharaj says, Maya Sukhaya Bharam Udvahato Vimudhan. We think, there is mango tree, and in the river we see reflection of mangoes, and we think that reflection of mango is the real thing, and we jump in there to get the mango. So this material world is like that. It is just a reflection of spiritual world. The real tree is existing in the spiritual world, but we cannot extract pleasure out of this material world. We become frustrated. We think, oh, this will give pleasure. It gives a little pleasure, but then it gives more frustration. This is what material world means. It promises big, delivers little. And so frustration continues. Spiritual world means that it delivers beyond our expectation. We think, oh, this might be it. But no, Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam. Ananda means bliss. Ambudhi means ocean. And this ocean is not finite. It is Vardhanam. Vardhanam means it's ever increasing. So simply by chanting and being absorbed in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we can experience this ever increasing ocean of bliss. Anandam Buddhivardhanam. Pratipadam, at every step, Purnam Ritam, full nectar, Swadanam, the taste will have. Sarvatma Spanam, this is the bathing of our soul. And therefore, Param Vijayate, it is supremely victorious. What? Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, the glories of Krishna. When we're singing and hearing the glories of Krishna, it's supremely auspicious. So the Lord wants that out of us. So Brahmaji, so the Lord then said to the children, no, I'll go and fetch the calves, you stay here and enjoy your lunch. So Krishna went and he could not find the calves. And in the meantime, when Krishna went, Brahmaji came and stole the cowhead boys, Krishna's friends. And when Krishna came back, he could not see them. Krishna then understood, because the Lord is omniscient, omnipresent. He's in the heart of Brahmaji as well, and he's in your heart and my heart as well. He is Paramatma. So he knew, oh, Brahmaji is trying to test me. Okay, let it be. Till evening came, there was no sign of Brahmaji, nor the children, nor the calves. So Krishna said, how can I go home alone now? So Krishna expanded himself into as many cowhead boys and the calves, and exactly the same. Usually they say a person who has attained mystic yoga, they can expand themselves only 9 times. No more than 9. But here were hundreds of cowhead boys and thousands of cows. Krishna expanded himself into exactly the same. And Srimad Bhagavatam said, Yavat vatsapa vatsakalpakavapur yavat karangradikam. Vatsa means cows, vatsapa means the cowhead boys. Krishna expanded himself into as many and exactly the same looking hands and the bodily limbs. Yavad yashti vishana venu dalasi yavad vibhushambaram. Exactly the same stick, the same flute, the same buffalo horns, and the same lunch boxes. Even the lunch boxes, Krishna expanded himself. Lunch, because mothers know, oh, this is not his lunch box. They know, yes. Same characteristics, everything, the way of speaking, the way of walking. Who can do this? Except for the Lord, Krishna. And so Krishna expanded himself. And then every morning, every evening, the all cowhead boys were coming and going along with Krishna, and it was Krishna himself. So the beauty of Vrindavan is that everyone loves Krishna. Usually, when we have our own children, then we may find other children cute, but our son or our daughter is the cutest. No one can match their cuteness. But in Vrindavan, the amazing thing is, no one has feeling like that. Everyone thinks, no, Krishna is most lovable. And their children come second. But since Krishna has expanded into the same cowhead boys and calves, amazingly, the love they had for Krishna, they were now having for their own children. Because actually Krishna had taken the form of their children. So they were amazed. How could this happen? Actually, because they all desired that Krishna, if he was our son, then the mothers desired we could feed him milk, our own breast milk. The fathers desired we could play with him. The cows desired that if Krishna was our calf, then we would, give him ample feeding of milk. So Krishna fulfills the desire of his devotees. So for this one whole year, Krishna was as their son, as their calf. And then when Brahmaji went back to Brahmaloka to pick up the children and the calves, when Brahmaji, after putting the children in Brahmaloka and the calves in Brahmaloka, came back on the earth to see what is happening. What Krishna is doing now because I have stolen the children and the calves. To his astonishment, he saw that the same calves and the same boys he had stolen are there. And Brahmaji's intelligence started becoming bewildering. He was completely mind-boggled as to what is happening here. Then Krishna, out of kindness, he showed Brahmaji that, as we see in the picture here, that all the cowhead boys and calves were Vishnu forms of Krishna, Vishnu Rupas. So Brahmaji, when he saw this, then Brahmaji realized his mistake and he started then offering, prayers of surrender. So it is said, Brahmaji rising and falling again and again at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna for a long time. Lord Brahma remembered over and over the Lord's greatness he had just seen. Now Brahmaji is the greatest of all personalities in this material world. And see, even Brahmaji was bewildered by the Lord's energy. Brahmaji is the Devata in charge of what faculty? Intelligence. There is no one as intelligent as Brahmaji in this material world. But his intelligence in front of Krishna was absolutely insignificant and puny. So remembering the Lord's greatness, Sratya, Sratya, Panah, Panah, Brahmaji was Uthaya, Uthaya Krishnasya. He was bowing down, getting up, bowing down, getting up. So why shouldn't we bow down to Krishna when a great personality like Brahmaji does? Two things, calling out Krishna and bowing down before Krishna. This is the greatest form of devotional service. And then Brahmaji offers nice praise in Srimad Bhagavatam. Please repeat. Shri Brahma Vacha Naumidhyate Abhrava Pushe Tadidambaraya Gunjavatam Samparipicha Lasanmukhaya Manyasraje Kavalavetra Vishanavenu Lakshmashriye Mridupade Pashupangajaya. So he says, know me. Know me means I bow down to you. Idya means I worship you, Krishna. Abhrava Pushe, whose bodily form is like a fresh blackish rain cloud. Tadid Ambaraya, his clothes are brilliantly as shining as sun. Gunjavatamsam, and he is decorated with gunja beads and forest flowers. Paripicha, he has the peacock feather on his head. Lasan Mukhaya, and his mukhamandal, his face is splendid. Vanyasraje, and he's decorated with forest flowers and leaves and so forth. And on his hand, he has kavala. Kavala means yogurt rice. So Krishna at that time was having yogurt rice in picnic. And so with the yogurt rice, he went to look for. And then Vetra. Vetra means heading stick. He's a cowhead boy, so he has a heading stick. Vishana. Vishana means buffalo horn. So buffalo horn Krishna uses to blow and call the calves and the cows. Venu, Krishna's flute, tucked with a cloth on his stomach. Lakshmashriye, and this form of Krishna, which Brahmaji initially thought, how can he be God? Now the same form of Krishna, Brahmaji is appreciating and glorifying. Mridupade. Mridupade means Krishna's feet is very, very soft. When Krishna goes out in Vrindavan, the gopis' heart cannot bear the pain that there are stones and pebbles. And Krishna, your feet are very, very soft. How will you walk in the harsh land of Vrindavan? And therefore the cows of Vrindavan, whatever stones and pebbles they are, they crush it with their hooves so that it becomes dust, fine dust. Therefore in Vrindavan, the soil there is known as Raman Rayati, which is very, very soft and fine. You can walk on it barefoot because all the cows from that time had crushed all the pebbles and stones. We see the picture here, Krishna Balram going to graze the cows and the calves. And when they come back along with cowhead boys, it is a festival for the inhabitants of Vrindavan. All the windows and doors of the house open to have look at the greatest feast of their eyes, the Mukhamandal, the lotus feet, the lotus face of Krishna. So in this way, Brahmaji, he makes long prayers and he begs for forgiveness. in this verse, he says, Ataha shamasvat chutame rajo bhuvo. O Achyuta, Shama. Shama means forgiveness. Please forgive me. Ajanatas, I did not know you. Pritaga Isha, I regarded myself as a separate and independent God. And this is what we do. We think we are independent of the Lord and we can do anything and everything. But we cannot be Prithag. Prithag means independent or separate. We are connected with Krishna because we come from Krishna. We are connected because Krishna gives all the ingredients for our subsistence. He gives the oxygen, He gives the vegetables, He gives the sun, the moonlight, which sustain life on this planet Earth. And he says, but I regarded myself as a separate and independent Lord and Creator. Ajabale pandha tamondha chakshusha. I became blind and I fell down in the ocean of ignorance. Tamo andham. However, Eshonu kampyo, mai nathavaniti. You are my master. I accept that. Therefore, please, anukampa, show your mercy to me. So if we approach Krishna like this, Krishna, for so long I have remained separate from you. I'm yours. Please accept me and forgive all my offenses. Krishna will accept. Krishna is known as the soothing shelter, like the parents. The parents, no matter how unworthy the children are, but when the children go to the parents' home, the parents' doors are always open. So similarly, Krishna is like that. There is no limit to His mercy. So Brahmaji says that people who say that I know Krishna, let them say that. What can I say? As far as my mind, my body and my words are concerned, I do not know anything about the Lord. Now this is the first supreme living being of the universe who is the master of intelligence saying that. So what can we know about Krishna? Krishna is so great. He is Vibhum, the greatest. And the last prayer Brahmaji says, before he gets permission to leave from Krishna, please sing. Very nice prayer from Srimad Bhagavatam. He glorifies Krishna. Shri Krishna Vrishni Kula Pushkara Joshadayin. Shri Krishna Vrishni Kula Pushkara Joshadayin. Shma Nirjara Dvija Pashu Dadi Vriddhikarin. Uddharma Savara Harashita Rakshasadrug. Avakalpamarkam Arahan Bhagavan Namaste. So he says that, oh Krishna, you are the blossoming lotus of the Vrishni Yadu dynasty, Joshadain, and you give them confidence. Krishna gives confidence. Prabhupada, when he landed in America only with 40 rupees, the captain of the ship said, "You are an old man, no one will listen to you. Come back, I'm going." Prabhupada, with great confidence, he turned around and said to the captain of the ship, "I am not alone. Krishna is with me." This is devotee's confidence. Not that I am. No, Krishna is. I am dependent on Krishna. Being independent is no good. Being dependent on the Lord, who is all able, is the best position. So he says, Krishna is Sma Nirjara Dvija Pashuddhati Vriddhikarin. The pleasure, increasing pleasure for demigods, for the brahmanas and for the cows. Krishna is known as Govinda. Govinda means he gives pleasure to the cows and the senses of his devotees. And Uddharma, Shavara Hara, Shitarakshasadrug, those rebellious elements who cause trouble in the universal arrangement. Krishna, he destroys them. And then Brahma makes a resolution. What is that resolution? And this is a resolution we all should make as well. And give this gift as a gift for Krishna's Janmashtami. Please repeat. He says, Akalpam Arkamarhan Bhagavan Namaste. He says, Akalpam, till this universe lasts, till this universe exists. Arkam. Arkam means since till the sun remains. Arhan, I will worship you. Till the universe exists, till the sun exists, I will worship you. How? Bhagavan Namaste. I'll continuously bow down to you till the end of this universe, until the sun exists. So, going back to the topic, the time span of lifespan, just to know the greatness of Krishna. So, there are 4 yugas, 4 cycles. So if those devotees at the back, you want to have a look at this, it's mathematical, you can come on this side. Only a few minutes are remaining. You will have to come anyway because Aarti will begin soon. Might as well come and have a look at this interesting thing. So there are 4 yugas. What are these? Satyuga, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. So the calculation is that Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. How many years have gone, Kali Yuga, roughly? 5,000. So, how many are remaining? 4,227 years roughly remain. So long time Kali Yuga for still to go. Kali Yuga hasn't even started yet, you can say. It's still in its cradle. And then multiplied by 2 is the Dwapara Yuga, the Yuga in which Krishna came. Multiplied by 3 is Treta Yuga, the Yuga in which Lord Ram came. Multiplied by 4 then is Satya Yuga, the golden age. Now all this comes to 4 earthly years calculation, 4,320,000 years. Now this 4 is known as, combined together, one Yuga cycle. Sat, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. And when that 4 Yuga cycle is multiplied by 1,000, then it is known as one Divya Yuga. And that one Divya Yuga is 1 day of Brahma. And so that is 4.32 billion years. Now we go to the next arrow, follow. So that 4.32 billion years is 12 hours of Brahma. That is known as one kalpa. Similarly, there is one night of Brahma of another 12 hours. And that in that period, secondary devastation happens. Then 24 hours of Brahma make up 8.64 billion years. That multiplied by 360 days gives 3.11 trillion 40 billion years. That is 1 year of Brahma. 3.11 trillion 40 billion years. 1 year of Brahma. And Brahma lives for 100 such years. So Brahma's lifespan is 311 trillion 40 billion years. So at the last, if you look how many zeros are there, 311. So it's mind-boggling. So that is that's lifespan of Brahma. Because the time calculation in Brahmalok and the earthly planet, the difference, see, Brahmaji went to take the cowhead boys and the calves. For Brahmaji, it was 1 second. He just put that there and came back. But that 1 second, according to earthly calculation, 1 year had gone. Therefore, when the cowhead boys said, today Krishna has killed Aghasura, the boys who were taken, they were in the time space of Brahmaji. So they think it's still today. So when they came up, down, they said, oh, today Krishna has killed Aghasura. And Shukdev Goswami said, when Krishna killed Aghasura and the boys told that Krishna has killed Aghasura, then at that time Krishna was 6 years of age. When Krishna killed Aghasura, he was 5 years of age. So this time explains. Now the greatest thing is that 311 trillion 40 billion years, that is the lifespan of Brahma's life, that is just one outgoing breath of Lord Vishnu. So this picture we see, this famous picture in the first canto of Bhagavatam. So don't even look at Krishna at the moment. Mahavishnu was lying in the causal ocean, and when he breathes out, innumerable universes from his paws come. And in each of the universes, Lord Vishnu, then Mahavishnu expands into that, known as Garbhodaka, Sai Vishnu. He lies on this serpent, the Sheshna. And then in each of the universe, then various planets, then there are. But just imagine so many Brahmas in each of the universe, and this is just one Brahma. So just one breath of Vishnu is 311 trillion 40 billion years. Now look at our lifespan in comparison to that. How insignificant it is in terms of Brahma's life. Brahma's life is 311 trillion 40 billion years, and we can, if we make to 80 even, it's well done. So how insignificant are we? So not much time is remaining in our lifespan, because 8 hours a day is gone in sleeping generally. 8 hours goes in working, 16 hours gone. 3 to 4 hours gone in eating, cooking, washing, traveling, all these things. 20 hours gone. And then 4 hours, what are we doing with it? So similarly, 4 hours, and the median death age in Australia, it is said for males 79, for female 81. So whatever your age is, subtract that from females 81, males 79. Standard deviation is 10, which means 79 minus 10, 69. So anywhere from 69, all things equal, to 89, one can die. So how much time is remaining? Because every day we only have 4 hours, according to that general calculation. So, therefore, it's a matter of agency. No, don't waste time. Our Guru Maharaj said, wasting time is the greatest crime, because wasted time is a wasted mind. Instead, we should steal time, because time is Krishna. Krishna says, Kalosmi. Through time, Krishna destroys. But those who utilize their time for Krishna, for them Krishna expands the time. So a devotee who is surrendered to Krishna may sleep for 1 hour only, but that 1 hour Krishna expands into 5 hours of sleep. Krishna can do anything with time. When we invite devotees to come to the program, sometimes the excuse is that we don't have time. No, you are not using time. If you give Krishna time, Krishna will expand your time. Nothing is lacking in terms of time. Time is the most valuable commodity. Chanakya Pandit says, with trillions and trillions of gold, you cannot buy back even 1 second gone. Therefore, each breath we utilize, we should utilize in just chanting the holy names. Ne swase naim. So one devotee in Fiji, elderly, Mataji, she told me that swase swase nama japi. With every breath, we should say Krishna, Rama. Swas vyatha na khoye. Don't waste the breath. Na jane is swas ka phir avan hona hai. Because when we breathe out, we don't know whether we'll be able to breathe in or not. So when we become aware of this fact, yes, human life means opportunity to get out of the cycle of birth and death. And the best way to do it is to simply surrender to Lord Krishna. So Vishnu is doing all the management work. But we see Krishna in Golok Vrindavan planet. He just wants to enjoy with his parts and parcel, the living entities. And when we, through his mercy, when we attain perfection and go back home, back to Godhead, then Krishna, it is said, he welcomes. So in the pastime of one devotee called Gopakumara, it is explained in scriptures that Gopakumara, many lifetimes he goes through cycle of birth and death and various planets, sometimes lower planets, sometimes upper planets. And eventually he gets happiness nowhere. Actually, in none of the universes there is ultimate happiness. Something will be lacking. But when he reaches Krishna's abode, Golok Vrindavan, when he enters, he sees that all the trees are, the branches are down, the doors and the windows of houses are closed. But then he hears song and the coming of Krishna, like this in the picture we see here. Krishna is coming from the forest of Vrindavan with cows and calves. And immediately all the doors open, windows open, the gopis, the gopas, everyone comes out to look at this festivity of Krishna coming back. And then Krishna looks at Gopakumar from far. And Krishna runs towards Gopakumar. And Gopakumar runs towards Krishna. Krishna is crying. Gopakumar is crying. Why? Because Gopakumar now realizes, yes, my Lord, I stayed away from him so long. And Krishna is also crying. My friend, my dearmost friend, living entity, he was away from me for such a long time. And Krishna and they embrace each other, Gopakumar. And Krishna then says to Gopakumar, where were you for so long? Where were you? I sent so many messengers. I sent so many saints so that my message can come to you and you can come back. You are away for so long. And Gopakumar is crying also. So this is the question actually Krishna is asking each one of us. Why are you away from me? So Prabhupada, he printed this monthly magazine, Back Home, Back to Godhead. We belong to the spiritual abode, Krishna's abode, Golok Vrindavan Dham. And he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the greatest of all personalities. Jai Shri Shri Radha Giri Govardhan Dhari Ki. So let's pray to Krishna, and Janmashtami is coming, Krishna's birthday. Let's make this offering with the resolution, yes Krishna, let this be my last birth and I'll give you time. And you look after me. And he will. He always looks after everyone, his devotees or his non-devotees also. He looks after everyone. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Sorry, as usual, I didn't leave time for question and answer. But if you have any questions, please ask me after the Arati. And also, I see many new faces here. Welcome. Please get in touch with us after the Arati, and we can explain you more on how you can get involved with this temple. And there are QR codes just on the door. You can scan and give your contact details and you'll know about all the activities of this temple. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki.